Last week brought major developments involving housing, voter rights, and the Environmental Nature Center. June 15th was the deadline to submit official ballot arguments for Newport Beach's Affordable Housing Initiative, which will appear on the November ballot. Current city plans allow capacity for approximately 8,000 plus housing units through the Housing Opportunity Overlay Program. The initiative would reduce that capacity to approximately 2,900 units. Supporters say the measure would reduce housing capacity previously approved by the city. They argue the initiative would restore voter oversight of future growth decisions and return certain housing approvals to the ballot box. On June 18th, after nearly 3 hours of testimony in a packed council chamber, the Planning Commission voted 4-2 to approve the proposed 30-unit townhome project adjacent to the Environmental Nature Center. Residents expressed concerns about construction impacts, building scale, privacy, and the long-term effect on the ENC experience. Several commissioners noted that state housing laws influence local decisions, and one resident pointed out the lack of sincere public outreach.
I have a feeling what I'm witnessing here tonight is a failure of process. We've heard that the Planning Commission considers its role purely technical to decide if an application conforms to the code, the zoning code, or not. And we heard in the staff presentation that this is the culmination of 50 meetings at which the public previously had an opportunity to comment on what is the proposal before you tonight, or the code that would allow that proposal. That presumably includes the council meeting in September 2022, where this was approved as a housing opportunity site, and it presumably more profoundly includes the council meeting in September 2024, when a housing overlay, which would allow up to 75 units and 65-foot buildings on this site, was approved, and at which compatibility with the neighborhood was a concern as to whether this should be an opportunity site or an overlay site or not. I would submit that if there had been a sincere effort to solicit public comment and input on compatibility, you would have heard the comments you're hearing tonight at one of those 50 previous meetings, and we would probably not be here tonight. To me, that is a failure of process that you not heard the comment when it could have made a big difference, and this would not have been designated as a housing site at all. As to the housing being provided, we heard, and in the resolution it says this helps us with our state RENA requirement, but as you will note, this is market rate housing. In fact, it's market rate housing at the very minimum density, so it will be the biggest, most expensive units that can be put legally on the property using the housing overlay. It is not helping with our RENA requirement because we already have more than enough market rate units approved. Thank you.
By the time a project reaches the Planning Commission, many of the key policy decisions have already been made. Whether it's housing, open space, environmental resources, or community character, participation matters most before the final vote. Stay informed and get involved early.